All right, folks, the last part of redox would be to identify the material oxidized and reduced, and to identify both the reducing and oxidizing agent. So remember, oxidation is that process that involves the loss of electrons, where reduction is the process that involves the gaining of electrons. That which is oxidized causes reduction, and that which is reduced causes oxidation. So the material that is oxidized is known as the reducing agent, because the thing that is oxidized causes reduction in the other material. The thing that is reduced is the oxidizing agent, because the thing that is reduced causes oxidation in the other material. Now these have to be labeled in your balanced reaction. There is no standard way of labeling them. They could be labeled with words, but I've decided to label them with symbols. So here's the answer to 17 that we balanced on Friday. What I'm suggesting on the back is to circle the item that was oxidized and to put a box around the item that was reduced. So I'm asking you to do that in the original unbalanced equation. So one of these was oxidized and one of these was reduced. Well, remember what oxidation is. Oxidation was the loss of electrons. If you're not comfortable identifying that, then identify the material that was reduced or the material that gained electrons. This information is in your two half reactions. So I've just circled the electrons in the half reactions A and B. And I can see that in half reaction A, this material lost electrons. And by definition, the material that lost electrons was oxidized. That was this starting reactant. So this material was oxidized, so by default, this material was reduced. But let's look at it the other way. In half reaction B, this material is shown gaining electrons. The gain of electrons is reduction. So this material was reduced. That's why I put a box around it. By default, the other material was oxidized. But now you have to label the agents. So remember how they're related to each other. The material that was oxidized caused reduction in the other material. That makes the material that was oxidized the reducing agent. According to the back page of the homework, place an X over the oxidizing agent and place a slash over the reducing agent. So since this material was oxidized, it is the reducing agent. And I'll indicate that with the slash. Since this material was reduced, it's the oxidizing agent. And I'm going to label that with an X.